My favorite World of Warcraft private server Whitemane just came out with the news 2 days ago about their Wrath of Lich King realm that is about to launch, and we will find out all the necessary information about it. Let's click on channels and roles to receive updates about the server. Oh wait, what is this? Which realm channels and updates do you want to see? There's not only Frostmourne, which is an upcoming Blizz-like Wrath of Lich King realm, but also Frozen Throne, which is an upcoming Wrath of Lich King enhanced realm, fresh take on the cult classic. Interesting, I was not expecting this. Hardcore channels, yes for Frozen Throne. Hardcore is permadeath with an additional set of rules. Oh, so there's gonna be a hardcore mode for Frozen Throne as well as for Frostmourne. For those of you that like to torture themselves. Man, Whitemane's already got a little too many channels on their Discord. How am I supposed to keep up with all of this? Alright, but back to the announcement. Prepare to embark on an epic journey in early 2024. So we have a rough date estimate of when it's launching. We can't wait to unveil the trailer to you and dive into what's in store for the realm. Gameplay features include experience rate set at ×5. Auto learning spells, say goodbye to those constant trips to trainers, I like that. Rates, all other rates maintain at ×1. So that will probably include reputations, professions, gold rates, and whatever else. Content launch and time walking. We kick off with the Naxxramas content with aspirations to roll out the first time walking raid during the 3.0 content phase. Nice. So we're gonna have some custom content on Wrath of the Lich King. I love to see that. Ever wanted to swap racial traits? Now is your chance. Ancestral Wisdom. Boost your alts. Each max level character grants a 15% surge in experience and reputation across your entire account. And it stacks. Transmogrification is making its grand return in Wrath of the Lich King. I wonder how exactly that's gonna work. If it's gonna be super expensive and bought for gold. Hardcore mode, a true test of skill where you live only once, is the ultimate challenge for the brave. So the vanilla hardcore mode now will be seen Wrath of Lich King. Would make for interesting content until this level 5 when I'm gonna die to kobolds. I might give it a try. Class balance retained from the trusty patch 3.3.5a. Okay, so no class changes it seems like. Client patching. We're pioneering ways to introduce new titles for those standout achievements, all while ensuring compatibility with the standard Wrath of Lich King client. So we'll probably be able to use any standard Wrath of Lich King client that we have from other servers without the necessity of downloading a new one. Although it's not really that big of a deal because Wrath of Lich King client isn't really that big in terms of storage. Special announcements. Seasonal Realm. Frostmourne will reset after each content cycle, but don't worry, your characters will find a new home in a dedicated endgame Wrath realm. So this is very similar to what the old Whitemane's Frostmourne used to be like. You would always have a progressive Frostmourne realm, and then your characters would be transferred over to Icecrown so you can continue playing on them, while Frostmourne would be reset and would start fresh again. Shop access. As a reminder, our shop will stay locked until realm firsts are claimed. Items will be unlocked as more players obtain them to ensure they won't interfere with natural progression. Sounds like they're gonna be introducing items that will actually give you an advantage. For the PvP enthusiasts, that's me, dive into a 3v3 solo queue or level up in the battlegrounds. The choice is yours. Oh, you know we're gonna be leveling in VGs. For sure. Promotions and stability. Keep an eye out for Frostmourne in our expansive advertising campaign. If you've been part of our Maelstrom journey, you know what to anticipate. Oh damn it, I should have waited until they paid me. Should have only made the video then. Hey Whitemane, you know where to contact me. Video's not sponsored by the way, but I would never reject a gift. This is a pretty good timing, especially considering that there's no more Whitemane Frostmourne out there, so there's that space for a new server to take over, to have a fresh, solid Wrath of Lich King. And Whitemane's come a long way since their Mograine realm, so I'll give it a good try for sure, but I'm not guaranteeing it will survive. We'll have to see. But then again, I didn't really believe that Maelstrom would be doing as well as it's doing now. I wish we had a really, really prosperous Wrath of Lich King realm for once that actually lasts several years. And if anyone can provide longevity for their private server realms in 2023/2024, I think Whitemane's probably one of the best bets. A heartfelt thank you to Whitemane community. Okay, so that's the news with all the most important features and what to expect. The launch date, early 2024, so I assume January, February, March at latest. I think that sounds like a really good timing because that will be about the time that Wrath of Lich King Classic will be ending. And in case there's no Wrath of Lich King Classic Legacy realms that would last forever on that given expansion, and we get either Classic Plus or we get Cataclysm Classic, and there will be no longer Wrath of Lich King realms, it's definitely good that Whitemane is jumping on this early and giving players a potential place to stay on Wrath of Lich King forever with progression and even some custom features like they mentioned the time walking raids, and I'm pretty sure they will be adding more, that the Sunwell Plateau would only be the beginning to these time walking raids. Some great features. Racial shift is amazing. It's probably thanks to the racial shift that we have 50-50 faction balance on Maelstrom on their Cataclysm realm. Auto learning spells I never saw a reason in, and going back and forth between the zone where you're leveling and your class trainer. XP rates at ×5. I think that sounds reasonable. I'm sure there's going to be many people saying they would prefer Blizz-like way, but I honestly wouldn't. It was such a struggle for me to level at ×1 in Wrath of Lich King Classic. I don't think I'd even play on the server, honestly, had it been like ×1 or ×2. So, and I wonder if you're going to be able to set your XP rates lower if you choose so. That could be a good question that Whitemane could answer in the comments. Ancestral Wisdom feature for your alts, so you don't have to level alts at slower speeds, but instead you get some bonus for actually playing more on the server and playing more characters. Hardcore mode's gonna be interesting. It's still one of those expansions where you're getting killed quite frequently in the world when you're questing and so on. I think I'm gonna give it a go. I think I could try hardcore mode, but maybe with like a second character or something. And the shop, that's gonna be interesting. I wonder how's the shop gonna turn out. Because by the sounds of it so far, it sounds like they want to ensure they won't interfere with natural progression. Maybe they're only talking about heirlooms and they're talking about realm firsts in terms of leveling, but it doesn't sound like it. So I'm expecting somewhat of a pay to win. There's most likely going to be things that are already present in the shop on the Maelstrom realm. So things like selling gold, boosting professions, getting increased experience, things like that will be there, and very likely we might see the introduction of actual best in slot or end game items to Wrath of Lich King. But again, if that's necessary for the realm's longevity, okay, I'm gonna have to live with that. I'd rather see a realm that actually stays up for 10 years than for it to die within first few months or only last for a year. But of course, I hope there's not going to be too much of it. I hope it's not going to be like Warmane or Circle. Frostmourne is almost here. It is October now, and this might drop as soon as in 3-4 months realistically, so it's not too far away. I'm definitely going to be playing on this realm. This is one of the few where I can guarantee you I'm not going to miss it. And I wish Whitemane the best of luck. Before we get the Frostmourne Wrath of Lich King realm, we're gonna be looking forward to Emerald Dream, their vanilla realm, which will be releasing sometime this year. But this one, you can bet I'm gonna play this one.